I gotta tell you that the title of this track is just making me think about Breaking Bad, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Welcome back, everyone, to the channel. Hope that you're doing well, having a lovely day out there. As I look outside, the sun is shining, the birds are singing, and the kids are running around. As long as they run past my yard, get out my yard. Anyways, Jane's Addiction. We're moving on to the next track with nothing shocking. Ted, just admit it. What are we admitting? The first thing I think of is a Ted Bundy murder thing. Second thing I think of is, like I said, Breaking Bad, but we'll find out shortly. Let's go ahead and give it a listen. We'll talk about it a little bit after. Here we go. I like this opening. Okay. Very interesting tone from the band. Completely different. It's like it's kind of Hassel-esque, that trumpet. Almost. But it also sounds kind of amateurish. I gotta say, I love the way they're starting this off. Like how that came in. This is different, huh? This is an interesting song from the band. Like, like sound-wise. This track is taking you through some turns, for sure.
No, thanks.
Okay, gut reaction. My gut first reaction, like what you come here, what you click on this video for, is I'm not quite ready for this. I can't say that like I was in the right mood for this. No, I'm in a pretty amicable mood right now. This is like a song that, here's what my instincts are. I feel like I should like it more than I actually did. I want to like it more than I actually did. But I'm trying to really gather about what I feel because it's a cool song. It's an undoubtedly cool song in what the band is doing. They take a different direction in this track, taking a risk, taking a dare, and in the very beginning, a completely different sound that moves into kind of a sound that we've heard from them with their rock sound that they produce. And it's very progressive and I think experimental in what they're doing. Like, this is a song that I feel 110% I genuinely appreciate it. But on the other hand, I'm also feeling like I didn't love that song. And I really come up to the sum of it. I want to like it more than I actually did. But it's a really cool track. I hope that makes sense. It's the two parts of me, the objective and the subjective, even though with music there's not really anything that's objective. But like, I think objectively it's just really cool what they're doing. The experimentation that they're providing, the progression that they're doing here, like, I think it's really cool. It's really unique what they've done. But that doesn't mean I enjoyed their effort. But I can't say it's bad. I can't. I can't. It's just not tickling my particular fancy today. I think it's so cool, like I said, the way they begin the track. I think that is just sensational in the way that it builds from what it was. Like, just putting down this innocuous kind of drum beat, this groove. Of course, the bass comes in. And it sounds like a song that could go in any direction. It sounds like it could go into like a Peter Gabriel direction, a Police direction, which there's perhaps a little bit of influence from Police on here with the way that it moves. And then even when it begins to move into, the guitar there, giving us shades of what would come later, it still doesn't relinquish itself to the heaviness. That little bit of trumpet, I believe that's going to be played by Flea, because why not? And I said it has a Hassel-esque quality to it, but at the same time it sounds amateurish. Right? It does. But it's cool. I think that whole beginning is very interesting. And even where it leads into is very interesting. As it pops back into this section here. The song turns around, turns on its head, recreates itself, and goes into a different direction. And yet, the bass playing specifically from Eric Avery, I think, is the transitional instrument in taking us from that beginning into the more rock areas where we went from halfway forward. And his bass was always that consistent measure, which I really enjoyed. The guitar playing from Dave is furious, it's anger. The delivery in vocals is raw. I think it's, like I said, I think it's a cool track, undoubtedly. If I could look at this objectively, I think it's great. But I can't deny that it's not really hitting with me. However, from right before that, when the drums begin on that section, that is a big moment from Steve Perkins. And then it moves into that really great groove. This is like a psychedelic grunge alternative rock metal kind of song. It has this weird psychedelic nature to it. And if in anything, it's progression and the uniqueness of it. I'm not saying that this song or the band sounds like the band I'm about to mention, but it reminds me of how the Doors would take blues and give it this deep, moody, seductive kind of sound to it, give it a snaky sound, and build upon that. And I think that Jane's Addiction is doing something similar here with Ted, Just Admit It, where they're giving us this kind of different kind of sound within their version of what they do. That's cool. Also, I'm quite sure that this is about Ted Bundy. All right. Because I saw here at the top, they said it. Everybody. All right, so this is an interview right here. There's going to be people turning up in canyons, and there are going to be people being shot in Salt Lake City because the police aren't willing to accept what I think they know. And they know that I didn't do these things. Whoa! Wow. Camera got them images. Camera got them all. Nothing shocking. There you go. Show me everything. Everybody naked and disfigured. Nothing shocking. And then he came. Now sister's not a virgin anymore. Her sex is violent. Then he came and said, sex and violent. The TV's got them images. The TV's got them all. It's not shocking. Every half an hour, someone's captured and the cop moves them along. So, of course, the numbness of the general population to atrocities, tragedies, murders, kidnappings, crime in general. When you turn on the news, the TV's got them all. Nothing shocking. But it's just like the show before. Now the news is just another show. And there's a lot of reruns happening. With sex and violence, sex is violent. I am the killer of people. You look like a meatball. And I'll throw away your toothpick and ask for your forgiveness. I like that. Not ask for forgiveness, but your forgiveness. Because of this thing that's in me. Is it not in you? Is it not your problem? A baby to a mother? Oh, you talk too much to your scapegoat. That's what I say. He tells you everyone is stupid. That's what he thinks. Snapshots make a girl look cheap like a tongue extended. A baby's to a mother. So to tell you the truth, I don't know really anything about Ted Bundy. I don't really I don't really pay attention to serial killer stuff too much. Like, I got the general ideas, right? If I remember correctly, he killed women specifically. This seems to be also involving an assault as well. And then I think that this is taken from the point of view of Ted. I'm the killer of the people. Maybe he said this, hence why this is annotated. And then he says, because of this thing. I would imagine this thing, as he says, that's inside him is, of course, whatever's driving him to do these murders. And then he says, is it not in you? Is he asking us, the audience, the people that watch the news, that see these tragedies? Kind of like reaching into the same realm of Tool's song Vicarious. Reaching into that kind of idea, perhaps. You talk too much to your scapegoat. That's what I say. Is he talking to himself? Is this taken from the point of view of Ted talking to himself? He tells you everyone is stupid. That's what he thinks. Maybe. Let's look at this. There's a lot. All right, so it includes a Ted Bundy interview sample in which he denies the murders he was accused of. Thematically, the song is linked more closely with Bundy's final jailhouse interview, in which he largely blamed the murders he had committed on an addiction to pornography. Says, okay, he goes into that a little bit, goes into the sex and violence. There you go. Once you become addicted to it, and I look at this as kind of an addiction, you look for more potent, more explicit, more graphic kinds of material. You keep craving something which is hard and gives you a sense of excitement, and it goes on and on and on from there. So I see, obviously, that definitely is referenced in the lyrics quite thoroughly. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought of the song, because like I said, it's not striking my fancy, but I can admit it's a good song. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comments below. Follow me in a few places. Thank you for being here. Press the like button before you leave. Some of you have already left, but the rest of you, press that like button before you leave. Have a great one. I'll see you all later. Bye.